Caitlin, I need to talk to you. I have good news. Mom, what's going on? I'm at work. However, I can talk for a little bit. Any good news? Yes, it's extremely good. This is important, so I want you to listen carefully. Listen, William's getting married. The day has finally come. I've been waiting for it for a long time. We just met our future's bride family the other day. We had an intimate dinner and it was a great time. What? Did you meet their family without me in attendance? You're always busy with work and rarely at home, so I don't have a chance to tell you. But I think it doesn't matter whether you attend that meeting or not. Why it is like that? If you tell me, I can take a day off with my manager right away because it's a big event. I'm William's only sister. Of course I want to be there to witness and support him. I missed this event. I hope their family doesn't feel offended that I can't attend. Haha, Caitlin, who do you think you are? Don't think of yourself as such an important person. On the contrary, I don't want you to be in that meeting. If you show up, they will embarrass your brother in front of his fiancé and make them think I don't know how to teach you as a parent. Your younger brother has attended a famous university and is currently working as a doctor at a large hospital. How about you? You're working at a grocery store. How humiliating. Even if you were at home, I would never invite you to a meeting. I don't want their family to think we're dealing with a lowly and incompetent person like you. What? Are you talking to me? Do you really think of me that way? Of course. Listen, William's fiancée is Freya. She's the daughter of one of the most billionaire family in this country. Their family owns a series of large companies along with many real estate projects, which will be a stepping stone to William's future. Oh my God, why do you think like that? Freya studied and graduated from Harvard University with distinction. Currently, she's working as a director at a company that her father built, which is one of the leading large companies in the country. She's only 22 years old and she's already achieved those things. Look at yourself, Caitlin. You're useless. So you should feel lucky instead of angry for not showing up to the meeting. Sometimes you should be self-aware that there are places you shouldn't go because you're so incompetent. Wow, Mom. All right, I get it. As you say, I'm a disgrace to this family. I'm used to being treated like this by William, but I don't think you consider me redundant in this house. That's right, Caitlin. You get the point. Oh, wait, there's more though. After William gets married, he and Freya will live with us. Although this house is a bit small for Freya, she wants to live together to have a chance to get closer to me. What a friendly girl. Besides, living together will help them manage their expenses as well as save some money in the future. You should learn this from them, Caitlin. I have no idea about this either, but you'll probably have to fix up William's room, which is too small for the two of them. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I've done the math. Your room will be converted into William and Freya's wedding room. What? Not William's room, but mine? Why? William's room is quite small, so if I fix it, it won't be much bigger. So I'll combine your room into one and make it their wedding room. But if you fix my room, where will I be? Oh, Caitlin, why do you brainstorm a bit? You are already 25 years old, but now you still want to stay at home and live off your parents like that? It's time to get out of the house and be on your own. What? Do you want to kick me out of the house? I just got the news that my brother is getting married, and now I'm going to be homeless? Wow, William must be the pride of this family, right? When he was enrolled in a great university, got a job, and is now preparing to marry a rich wife. Yes, now do you also realize how successful and talented he is? On the contrary, look back at you. Your studies are down. All day you can only write nonsense all day. Now you work as a waitress for a small restaurant with such a meager salary. How do you plan to live in the future? Not only that, your face is not so beautiful. Your clothes are messy and sloppy. Someone like you probably won't be able to find a decent guy, so I don't expect you to get married and have kids either. Look, your life is pathetic. There's no good future for you. Honestly, I don't see you benefiting this family in any way. We don't need you around anymore. Got it? As you keep living here, it won't help the family. It will only make us more tired. Therefore, you should be aware and move out of the house as soon as possible. Are you telling me the truth? I knew you loved William more than me, and you always gave him the best, and you thought that I was useless, so I did not deserve anything. But Mom, I'm also your daughter. Why are you treating me so badly? I remember on my 10th birthday, I didn't expect to receive a gift from you. But I just wish I could have a birthday cake and my parents would sing happy birthday. But neither of them do it and find it annoying. Meanwhile, every birthday at William, the two of you do the same for him, and he's also given gifts such as clothes, game consoles. I could tell you a billion stories like this, so you know how unfairly you treated me. You know that's good. I don't have to bother explaining it to you anymore. Instead of blaming me, you should be grateful that I raised and educated you well, even though I still let you live in the house until now. Enough yapping out of you. Now you should start looking for a new place to live, no later than the end of next week. Preparing a new room will take a long time, so you should move out as soon as possible. That will help the completion of the repair process become faster. Wait, what? By the end of next week? That's not enough time. How did I find a new place to live so quickly? It's none of my business. Take care of yourself. Otherwise, I'll throw all the trash in your room out of the house. Good luck. Hope you will soon find an apartment suitable for your meager ill. Bye.
1 hour later.
Hey, idiot, what are you doing? I heard Mom say you're about to be kicked out of the house, right? How sad it is to have no one to love and stand by you. You're like a bastard child of this family. Mom is so happy she can finally kick you out of the house and she's planning a party to celebrate.
Of course, she's hated me all my life. I guess she waited a long time for a chance to kick me out of the house. Forget that. You're about to marry a beautiful, talented girl from a wealthy family. That's exactly what she expected from you. Besides, the house will be remodeled and you will have a new room with Freya. It wasn't possible. Because of this, Mom was willing to kick me out of the house. I'm her daughter after all. No matter how much she hates me, she shouldn't treat me like that.
Oh, Caitlin, don't make yourself a victim like that. If you want to blame yourself for being too useless. Mom has to work hard every day to raise them up, so she wants to be proud of her kid, which is only natural. Unfortunately, she gave birth to a daughter like you, a girl who is not pretty, poorly educated, write nonsense stories all day with a pen, and hope it will become a masterpiece. What a joke. And yet you talk like Mom is a terrible person for not loving her children. Look, have you done something to make your mother proud? Nothing.
How dare you say that when you are the one who destroyed the manuscript of my book? That's why I didn't have the opportunity to give it to the publisher. I spent over a year focusing on finishing that book, but you completely destroyed it.
My fault? Ridiculous. You always only know how to blame others, while the fault is because you were too careless when you throw your things around. If your things are so important, you should put them in a bookcase instead of dumping them on the table in the living room like that. I just accidentally spilled milk on it while having breakfast.
Accidentally? Really accidentally? Normally, you always sit at the dining table to eat breakfast, but that day, you had breakfast in the living room and spilled milk on my manuscript? It is only the ignorant who believe you.
Alright, let's just say it's like that. Since you are about to be evicted, I will not argue with you anymore.
Yeah, although you totally ruined my life, but whatever, you're still my brother. It would be childish to keep digging through the past to criticize each other. I hope in the future you will not treat Freya as you did to me. Surely Freya doesn't know how bad you really are? If I had known, there wouldn't have been a wedding here. You had better hide your personality well, my brother. Try to play a good man in front of her.
You don't have to tell me, Caitlin. Freya thinks I'm a kind and caring gentleman, and she loves me. The fact that she is a daughter of a billionaire family is wonderful. She will help a lot in my futures, And her inheritance will also belong to me because she is the only child of that family.
Okay, good luck with that. With that ridiculous thought, your marriage will be over soon. Well, I need to go to lunch now. This will probably be the last time we talk. Goodbye, William.
5 years later.
Caitlin, please answer the phone. Your brother has had a serious accident. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Why did William have an accident all of a sudden? Yesterday, he told me that he had an appointment with a colleague to attend a party, so he would be home late. However, he was driving home drunk and driving at high speed. Their car lost control and crashed into a tree. Fortunately, it was midnight, so no one else was injured in the crash. As for William, if the police hadn't discovered him in time, he might have been gone. That sounds awful. He had come home drunk many times before. Now, how is he? The doctor said his life was no longer in danger. However, his body went into a vegetative state, and the doctor didn't know when he would wake up again. Your father and I are taking turns standing by and taking care of him from yesterday until now, so we want you to come back now to lend us a hand. Vegetarian state? It's been hard for you guys. Yeah, you must have understood the gravity of the matter, so let's come back now. You're needed here. You can get back here today, right? Mom, I'm not sure that I can come back right now. What are you saying? William is in the hospital and we have to be around and monitor his condition 24/7. This is a time when our family must come together to support and take care of your little brother. I know, but I have something important tomorrow that can't be postponed. Is it important? What the hell is more important than having your brother in the hospital right now? Are you a sister? Aren't you just a waiter at a restaurant? It's fine to just leave the work to anyone to do. No, Mom. I started my own career when I was out of the house. Now I am successful, so no one can replace me. But wait, why only you and Dad take care of William? Where's his wife? What about Freya? Is she not there to take care of her husband? Freya, she has already divorced from William for a year. What? But why? I really don't want to talk about this. William had an affair with another girl and was caught by Freya. Oh my gosh! Freya was furious and divorced him immediately. After that, William continued to date the other girl. But too bad. She's a fraud when she tricked William and took all the money he has accumulated so far. Faced with the loss of all his savings, William broke down and returned begging Freya to forgive him. But her father learned that his daughter was betrayed by her husband. He was very angry and threatened that if William dared to bother his daughter again, he would make his life worse than death. After that, work at the company also had problems when he embezzled public funds and stole company money, and the boss fired him. Now, he is working as a bartender in a small pub. Oh wow, what a shocking news of affairs. William seems to have everything. Marriage, finances, and a good future, but now he's lost everything. Poor him. Stop teasing your brother. Life is ironic enough with him. I say your dad and I take turns to take care of William, but that's not the case. Your dad's still working and he didn't have much time to go to the hospital to take care of William, so it's not going to be of much help. Now everything falls on me when I have to take care of Williams alone. It's really hard to take care of him alone, so I need your help. Caitlin, your family. There's no way we can manage on our own. We need you to come back and help out, Caitlin. Your family. Family? Huh. Sorry, Mom. I can't. Like I said, I already have my own career and I need to take responsibility for it. I have a new book launch event tomorrow, so now I have to prepare a few things to make tomorrow perfect. So I really don't have time to help you to take care of William right now. Caitlin, you ungrateful wretch. I have worked hard to nurture you for more than 20 years, and you have never returned that nurturing service even for a day. And now, when your brother lay motionless in bed, I just want you to come back and take care of him with me. So how dare you vehemently refuse my request like this? You have got no conscience at all. It's a waste that William used to be nice to you in the past. What? he nice to me? Really? When? I remember when I was a kid, William always relied on his right to be loved more and always bullied me. He always calls me by names like loser, frig, ugly. I didn't know he used to be nice to me. But your brother needs your help, Caitlin. He's already a vegetal. I don't know if he has a chance to wake up. Now's when he needs us the most. You can't treat him like this. As William's sister, don't you feel bad for your brother? No, sorry. I don't feel bad for him at all. It's also his fault. Who can be blamed? What? How can you say that? All right. Good luck with taking care of your son. I'm not going to get into this. But I can't do it by myself. I'm almost 60. My back is not strong enough and my knees are getting weaker too. Then it's simple. If your back and legs are still weak, you can hire a nurse to take care of him. I bet the money you save will be able to afford this case. What? What are you talking about? Stop being ridiculous and go to hospital now. Bring a few things in hospital and we'll figure out what next. This is a time for the family to come together. Don't be selfish. That's what families do. Oh, Mom, I didn't know this definition. I thought a family is where they tear down people's hopes and dreams. A place where if you are a weak person, you will be bullied and oppressed by others until you are kicked out of your home, helpless like a homeless person. Huh? What does this have to do with anything? Well, that's the only kind of family I know. I didn't know that there's also the type of family that always supports and helps each other when there are difficulties. You know, Williams always bullied me. You always rejected me and considered me redundant in the family. You were even willing to kick me out of the house for the sake of your son's future happiness. From the moment I left the house, you guys never texted or called to check in once. Oh my God, Caitlin, are you still mad about that? That's over and done with. I don't think you bear a grudge like that. Look, you have to understand what I can do at that time. William is getting married and he needs a new room to live with his fiancée. You should sympathize with him and me. Besides, I've been nurturing you for 25 years and I know it's time for you to step out into the world to live independently. Look, don't you have your own career by now? If I hadn't kicked you out of the house, that would never have happened. So thank me for kicking you out of the house instead of blaming me like that. I've always wanted the best for you, Caitlin. Wow, Mom, I'm really speechless with this ridiculous excuse of yours. Yes, I'm dependent now. And just like you said, I already have my own career, so I need to spend more time taking care of it instead of taking care of a vegetative younger brother. Well, it was good talking to you. There seems to be a lot of going over there, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Good luck with the caregiving. Wait, stop! You can't leave us like this! Taking care of your brother day and night by ourselves? We're suffering here. We don't even know how to do half the things needed for his treatment. William is vegetative, not knowing when he will wake up, or maybe never. I know, Mom. I'm not a monster. I also feel bad for him, but this is a consequence of his own making. He used to ruin my life, so it's completely normal that I can't take care of him. I was really desperate when he deliberately destroyed the manuscript of my first book, which cost me a precious opportunity to be published. What? What are you talking about? Which manuscript? A producer was interested in my writing style through a few small works that I posted online, so they gave me the opportunity to try. If my works impresses them and the readers, I can publish my first book. You can ask William about it. Oh, I forgot. He can't talk now, can't he? Wait, Caitlin, hear me out. Okay, I get it. You have a life now. Okay, you don't have to move back in. Just send us some money. What? Money for what? I remember you still have some savings. Take it out and use it. Yes, I used to, but not anymore. After being fired for a while, William said he wanted to build his own company. Although he had a personal savings, the cost to build a company was too great, so he borrowed more money from me. I can't ignore that either. He's my son, so I lent him. Based on the experience and education that William had, the company started to develop very well. However, only a few months later, the business slowed down and the company started to face difficulties. William used up all the money he had and my savings to pay, but still not enough, so he took out of a bank loan. William's company also lasted only half a year and then went bankrupt. But all the bank loans are still there and it's in William's name, and he's responsible for all payments. Now, your brother has completely lost his ability to work, so paying that amount is heavy on your father and me. If we don't start making payments soon, they're going to foreclose on this house. We'll have to move out. Right, you need to pay the loan payments for the bank. Can't Dad handle it? He's still working. The payments are so expensive, we can't cover it on your father's salary. In addition, he also had to save money to pay for William's hospital bills and treatment. It was not a small amount. So please help us out, Caitlin. Maybe €1,000 a month should be enough to cover the loans and medical expenses. You're making decent money now, right? Oh, Mom, who doesn't know that you're blackmailing me? You call me a useless loser for being a waitress for so long? It's pretty ironic you're asking me for money now. Well, if I still had the savings, I wouldn't ask you. I didn't want any of this. Your brother is in danger of being vegetative for the rest of his life. I don't even know what to do to help him. What I'm doing now is continue to keep him alive. If it weren't for this, I would never have contacted or even asked you to support us. It's humiliating me to humbly ask you for money, but for William, I can't do anything. If you couldn't come here and take care of your little brother, then at least pay his medical bills. If you find the amount I asked for is beyond your ability, then give us half of what you earn. I can give you €1,000 a month, or maybe more. But what? You can give me more than €1,000 a month? You're just right nonsense. How can you earn so much money? Oh, but the crap I write can make me €5,000 a month, sometimes more. After all, what kind of work are you doing? Currently, I'm a writer. In addition to writing books, sometimes I also attend some events or take pictures of magazines. So my salary now can be up to €10,000 per month. Yeah, so I have to admit I can afford to financially support you guys. This isn't about whether I can or not. It's about whether I want to or no. I don't want to pay you any money because you don't deserve me to do it. You say we are family? Since the day you kicked me out of the house, we've cut ties and I'm no longer a member of your family. Wait, Caitlin, this is serious. Your salary is €10,000 per month? Are you kidding me? How can a loser like you who used to work at a waitress and just sit and write nonsense all day earn such a large amount of money? Have you ever considered that maybe I'm not a loser? Maybe I wasn't the perfect child like William, but I had my merits. Maybe I deserve some love as well. What are you complaining about now? I'm your mother. I raised you the best I could. You never took an interest in what I was doing or said anything to encourage me growing up. Do you know how damaging that is to a little girl? Although my grades weren't as high as William's, my physical subjects are superior to his. I was a star on the basketball team in secondary school, but none of you ever came to watch a game. Because to make you proud, I had to practice basketball so hard day and night that I injured my shoulder. Then I stopped playing basketball and turned to writing. Because of that, I realized my ability and started pursuing my dream. I even got recognized internationally this year. There's no way. What do you mean recognized internationally? You mean you were on a website or something? Mom, I won the Booker. It's a literary prize awarded each year for the best novel written. The winner of the Booker Prize receives international publicity, which usually leads to a sales boost. It is a great honor for me to have demonstrated my abilities to the people around me who have stood by and supported me like a family. Oh, so you won an award? Good for you. You can't live on awards though. It sounds like you're doing okay for yourself for now, but it's not going to last. What are you talking about? It's easy money. It comes and goes fast. Your little fellowship is just for show. It doesn't guarantee anything. In fact, the present value of the prize is €60,000. However, what I care about is that I have been recognized and known by everyone. I guess I want to thank you for everything. I've become resilient. I can motivate myself to do what I want without relying on others. and I'm not dependent on my family to support me in any way. There was a lot of self-hate and loneliness in my life before, but it was that harsh situation that pushed me to develop, to have a good future like today. You know, I think I'm going to move to Germany with my husband for a few years. What? Your husband? You are married? When? Let's see, almost 3 years ago. What? Why don't you invite me? Who's he? He works in a hospital and is really nice to me. We are very happy together, and we'll have a sweet little daughter. The baby is expected to be born in about a month. So now you have a good future than William, and you are about to give birth. William and Freya were too worried about their careers to have a baby. This isn't fair. Sorry, I rattled on about my life that long. You can be jealous of my current life if you want. I don't need your approval or praise, but I want you to know I turned out just fine. But I would never forgive any of you. You're not my family to me. Despite what happened to William being tragic and life-changing for him, I don't owe you or William anything, and don't feel moved to action in any way. Please don't say that, Caitlin. I'm sorry you felt so lonely growing up. I'm sorry we were so mean to you about everything. We were wrong. You're not a loser. You proved that. Your dad is really sorry too. He says he just didn't know what to do. He was so busy that he didn't know that William was bullying you. He doesn't know it or knows it and ignores it. It's ridiculous. Now it's too late to say sorry. What has happened can't be changed forever. Please, Caitlin, don't give up on your family. We can resolve any issues that come up. Please, we can do it all over again. I promise to change and treat you better. People don't change, Mom. I know you're doing this for William's sake. If one day he wakes up, you'll treat me the same way as before. Now, I'm not alone anymore. I have my own family, so I don't want them to suffer bad influence from you. What? Caitlin, don't tell me you're not going to let me see my granddaughter. Yes, you will never see my baby, because I don't want you to be a bad influence on her. Wait, so you're just cutting ties with us? You kicked me out of the family 5 years ago, so I'll never come back again. Call it a day. Please don't contact me again. Bye, Mom. Caitlin, wait!
Meanwhile,
I blocked Mom's and Dad's phone numbers immediately after, so I haven't talked to any of them since. From time to time, my friends still update me on their situation. Because the bank debt was too high, my father alone could not pay it, so my mother had to work part-time to help him. Now, in addition to being on duty at the hospital with William, my mother is working as a cleaner at a supermarket. However, she's almost 60, so when she has to work 2 jobs at the same time, her health also gradually declines. As for William, I see my friends say he's still in bed and hasn't woken up yet. Doesn't seem to be doing well at all. It seemed that the 3 of them were paying the price for the bad things they had done in the past. It's bad for them. But now, I don't have time to care about them anymore because I have to prepare everything to welcome my daughter. From now on, my husband and I will build a happy family of our own.